There are those who wander through the fabric of history, leaving hints of their presence in every era. Yet their purpose is anything but ordinary. Their tasks are shrouded in wonder, bizarre by human standards, stretching on until the end of time itself. Among them is a figure whispered in the Quran, whose journeys span continents and whose reach transcends the bounds of mortal life. By Allah's will, he manifests in various lands, offering help in the most unexpected ways. Sometimes, he walks the earth in unfamiliar faces. Perhaps you crossed his path once, unaware of the hidden reality before you. What is the source of his timeless existence? What veils the truth behind his enduring presence? How many years has he watched the world unfold? Is he among the ranks of prophets, of angels, or is he something altogether different? Today, we embark together on a search for these answers, an invitation to uncover the hidden life of Khidr, the enigmatic guide. Once again, dear seekers, we invite you into a saga as astonishing as it is sacred. As you listen, let us know, from which corner of the world do you join our gathering? Your place among us matters deeply, for our community is shaped by every listener's presence. Now, let us drift back across centuries, retracing the footsteps of Khidr. Legends are divided on his origins. Some tell of a lineage descending from Hazan, the son of Kabil, one of Adam's children. Others claim he belongs to the bloodline of Sam, the son of Nuh. There are even tales suggesting Khidr and Ilyas were cousins, their mothers linked as sisters. Our Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, described why Khidr is named the Verdant One. Wherever he sat, parched grass flourished beneath him, springing up green and alive. It is believed that with the unique knowledge entrusted to him by Allah, Khidr remains on earth still, moving unseen among people, centuries flowing around him like water. Many hold that he appears at pivotal moments, shifting fate's direction with an unseen hand. Yes, every soul is destined to experience death. But how then does Khidr endure? Scholars offer many interpretations. Some ancient narrations tell us this. Jafar as-Sadiq, relaying from his father, speaks of Khidr's friendship with an angel. He beseeched the angel to teach him the path of longevity, so the angel guided him to the mysterious water of life, concealed in the shadows of the world. Khidr found and drank of it before anyone else could, thus entering into a life apart from ordinary mortals, free from hunger, thirst, and the normal limitations of time. Such lives are called a different stage of existence, neither tied to one place nor era, moving freely as the wind. It's said that at times Khidr and Ilyas both appear in human form, occasionally eating and drinking by choice rather than necessity. Spiritual masters describe this as the station of Khidr, a lofty state allowing direct communion with this hidden saint. He is known to intervene for those in dire crisis, alleviating burdens with Allah's permission. His help springs from unseen realms, and rarely do those aided recognize their benefactor until long after he is gone. Often he adopts the appearance of another, an old man in a marketplace, a stranger on the road, and then slips silently away. Khidr's esoteric wisdom is a gift, not learned through books but bestowed as grace, encompassing the past, the present, and what has yet to come. According to a narration by al-Barkani, 4 prophets exist in the world even now, 2 upon the earth, Khidr and Ilyas, and 2 in the heavens. Their presence is mercy, guardianship for the world's people. Most scholars recognize Khidr as a prophet, though whether he carried a specific message to a people is still debated. For such souls, the boundary between life and death becomes almost transparent, as they move toward a dimension of perpetual being. It's said Khidr and Ilyas meet every night on the sacred wall erected by Dhul Qarnayn. Annually, they perform Hajj and Umrah together, a single draft of Zamzam water sustaining them for a whole year. Ibn Asakir brings a narration from Ibn Ishaq that when Adam felt life slipping away, he gathered his family and foretold Allah's coming trial, requesting that his body be placed in a cave until the punishment passed. Noah, during the deluge, entrusted Adam's body to his sons. Fearing the world's dangers, they delayed the burial. It was Khidr who ultimately interred Adam, fulfilling his ancestors' wish, and so by Allah's allowing, he was permitted a lifespan beyond all reckoning. Imam Rabbani records that Khidr and Ilyas, by divine permission, can assume any visage they choose. Once, he recounted seeing these luminous beings in a dream, their souls radiating such power that they could materialize as ordinary humans. Let us now recount the legendary episode central to Khidr's tale, the wondrous journey with Moses, peace be upon him. At a time after Pharaoh's downfall, Musa led his people to liberation. Their awe of his knowledge grew, until one asked, "O Musa, is there anyone alive wiser than you?" Musa's honest reply, born of what he knew, was, "I do not know of any such person." Instantly, a revelation descended. "There is a servant of ours dwelling where the two seas converge. He possesses knowledge beyond your own." Allah instructed him, "Take a fish along in a basket. Upon losing the fish, you shall find my special servant." Musa set out, along with his loyal attendant Yusha, venturing into the unknown, driven by a thirst for higher truths. After tireless travel, they rested upon a stone, falling into slumber. In the night's hush, the preserved fish slipped away, returning miraculously to the water. When Yusha recalled the lost fish, Musa's heart quickened with hope. They retraced their steps, finding a solitary man beneath his mantle, gazing upon the sea. It was Khidr. "Are you the figure I seek, the one granted divine secrets?" Musa inquired. Khidr replied, "Indeed, I am he. Allah has given me a knowledge that is not yours." Musa pleaded for permission to follow and learn, but Khidr cautioned, "Your patience will fail, for the things you shall witness are beyond your understanding." Musa insisted, pledging his patience, and Khidr relented, laying down one strict rule: "Ask nothing of what you see until I myself reveal the cause." With this, Musa left Yusha behind, and a journey unlike any other began. First, Khidr and Musa boarded a vessel belonging to impoverished sailors. To Musa's shock, Khidr sabotaged the boat, boring a hole through its hull. Musa, unable to contain himself, protested, "Why would you imperil these innocent people?" Calmly, Khidr reminded him of the compact they had made. Musa apologized, swearing anew to restrain his impulses. The next trial seemed still more severe. Entering a cold-hearted village, refused even the crumb of hospitality, Khidr suddenly killed a youth without warning. Musa, horrified, broke his silence. "How could you slay an innocent soul?" Khidr warned him once more, "If you question me again, our path together ends here." Musa, stricken with regret, vowed for a final time to hold his tongue. Before long, they encountered a wall about to collapse. Khidr, without being asked, restored and fortified it. Musa observed with puzzlement, "You could have requested compensation for this labor." At this, Khidr halted and declared, "Here, our ways must separate. You were told you could not endure what you would see." Then, as promised, Khidr unraveled the mysteries behind his actions. The ship's damage, a hidden mercy, for a tyrant king was seizing every unblemished boat. This imperfection spared the poor sailors from ruin. The murdered Baba, destined to torment his faithful parents, luring them toward despair and disbelief. In Allah's mercy, the child would be replaced by one more righteous. The repaired wall, sheltering a treasure for two orphans. Had it fallen, greedy townsfolk would have seized it, but Allah willed that the boys receive their inheritance when grown. These actions, Khidr affirmed, I did not do of my own volition. They were executed by the command of my Lord. Even the pure-hearted Musa, greatest among prophets, faltered to comprehend. How then can we, whose vision is yet dimmer, hope to grasp the lattice of divine wisdom? God's knowledge is infinite, ours a mere droplet by comparison. There is a memorable scene in which Khidr, at the meeting of the two seas, points out a tiny bird that dips its beak into the water, then turns to Musa and says, "O Musa, the knowledge I possess, you, too, is but as this single drop, while Allah's knowledge is the vastness of the ocean." The Prophet himself, peace and blessings upon him, once reflected, "May Allah have mercy on Musa. How dearly I wish he had remained patient and revealed more of Khidr's secrets to us." Tradition holds that Khidr will reside among us until the day approaches when the world's final believing souls return to their Creator, just before the hour of judgment rises over the earth. It is not immortality for its own sake, but a span in which he continues to aid the faithful. Allah alone holds the full account of his destiny. Take heed from this. If you honor every night as sacred, like Laylat al-Qadr, and greet every stranger as you would a prophet, the lives of Khidr and Ilyas may truly intersect your own. All creation, seen and unseen, is assigned a function. Each fragment of existence, from subtle particles to towering peaks, is woven into a tapestry of balance. Angels, prophets, even the smallest insect plays its role by divine decree. And what we call misfortune is but a thread in this greater plan. Perhaps we see only epidemic, conflict, and suffering, but within every event lies wisdom latent and waiting. If we trust that Allah's decree conceals countless forms of good, even adversity can become a doorway to mercy. But when we allow suspicion and despair to dominate our hearts, we blind ourselves to these hidden blessings. Remember, the stranger you bypass on the street or greet on a bus may, in fact, be carrying within them a reality far grander than seems possible. Perhaps you have brushed past Khidr yourself without ever knowing. Curiously, echoes of Khidr's legacy ripple even into modern stories. For instance, in the TV series Game of Thrones, Arya Stark meets a shrouded tutor, a mysterious character who shifts faces, exudes supernatural ability, and quietly shapes destinies, much as Khidr does in ancient tales. Arya learns through trial, sometimes struggling to comprehend or obey, but is ultimately transformed by her enigmatic guide. Perhaps the story's creator drew inspiration, knowingly or not, from this spiritual archetype. If this journey has moved you, we invite you to join our family. Subscribe, share this narrative, leave your thoughts or stories in the comments. Take your place among those who spread the timeless truths of Islam, offering light to all who seek clarity. May Allah, most compassionate, forgive our shortcomings, wrap us in mercy, shield us from the fire of hell, the trials of the grave, the hardships of this life, and the terrors of that final day. Please join this prayer below with your own supplications. And if you have ever encountered someone who you suspect may have been Khidr, share your experience with us. Together, we walk this wondrous path, hearts open to hidden wisdom. Until we meet again, God willing.